Today I am sharing all of the language arts curriculum that we will be using here in our homeschool next year with my 6th grade daughter and my pre-K son for the 2025-2026 school year. Hi everyone, welcome to our homeschool table. My name is Jerilyn. I am a homeschool mom of 3 kids, currently ages 10, 4, and 1. And this coming year, in the 2025-2026 school year, it will be our 7th year homeschooling. I started back in 2019 when my daughter was in kindergarten, and we have been homeschooling ever since. We have used lots of different language arts curriculums over the years, but today I wanted to show you what we're going to be using for next year. Before I get too far into this video, I do want to let you know that this is a collaboration with Davene from Calm in the Chaos Homeschool and Shawna from Homegrown Homeschool. So there will be a playlist linked down below in the description box, and there you will find lots of other homeschool moms sharing about the language arts curriculum that they are choosing for next year as well. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy curriculum pick videos. I know they're always one of my favorites to watch. So let's go ahead and start by talking about my pre-K son, who just recently turned 4. So he will be 4 for most of next school year, and he is just now showing a little bit more interest in actual academic things to do during our school time. Up until a couple months ago, he mostly just wanted to be with us and coloring or playing kinetic sand or something like that. But now he seems a little bit more open to some academic work. So a friend of mine a couple of years ago gave me her pre-reading level from All About Reading. So this is the teacher's manual. She gave me this, and she also gave me the 2 readers that go with it. The first one that we've already started, this one goes with the capital letters, and it's called The Zigzag Zebra. It's a rhyming alphabet story. There are a couple pages long for each letter. And then this one is Lizard Lou, a collection of rhymes old and new. So I got those from her along with these posters. Right here behind me, you will see a capital letter chart. There's also a lowercase letter chart that you put up when you're working on lowercase letters. So the way the program works is you focus on all of the capital letters first, then the lowercase letters, and then you work on sounds as kind of the last sweep before you would start the level 1 program. Now, I used all 4 levels of All About Reading with my older daughter, and I will be sharing more about those levels this spring. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in other levels of this reading program. But I really enjoyed it when I was teaching her in kindergarten and 1st grade, so I thought that this would be a really good fit for my son as well. I went ahead and ordered off of the All About Learning Press website the Ziggy Puppet, because this was something that mostly just goes with the pre-reading level, but he is mentioned still in level 1. I thought this would be perfect to kind of help my son be more engaged and have more fun, and so far it's working really well. He thinks Ziggy is hilarious because if you've done the pre-reading level before, Ziggy makes lots of rhyming mistakes, and he needs to have corrections made for him. So that is the child's job, is to correct Ziggy when he gets something wrong. So this is going really well. I also ordered the My Book of Letters. This is the activity book that goes right along with the program. There are also some extra activity books that you can get for more of a like craft type of thing. And we're not really into crafts here, so I didn't worry about getting that, but I did go ahead and get this. And this just has a letter sheet for each letter of the alphabet. There's also some other activities that are sprinkled in, especially once you get to the lowercase and the sound section. So I think that we will really enjoy these. The nice part about this is that the instructions are on the back of each page, so it's very easy to implement, and you already have most of these materials at your house already, so it's nothing that you don't already have around. So this is the All About Reading pre-reading level, like I said, and I am actually an affiliate with the All About Learning Press company. So I will go ahead and drop my affiliate link down below in the description box if you are interested in checking out the program, no matter what level your child's at. They have pre-reading through level 4 for reading, and then they have, I believe, 7 levels of All About Spelling. We've used a couple of the levels of All About Spelling as well here in our homeschool. So I've always been impressed with All About Learning Press materials. So I think you'll really enjoy them too if you haven't already used them before. The next thing that I have for my pre-K son is the Before 5 in a Row program from the 5 in a Row company. Now, I do want to tell you that the 5 in a Row company sent me the Before 5 in a Row curriculum and components along with the More Before 5 in a Row teacher's book and other components. And so thank you to the 5 in a Row company for sending me these materials in exchange for my review here on my channel. I will be sharing other videos about this program soon. I've ordered most of the books that came from this program that I could find on the thriftbooks.com website. So those will be here in the next week or two, and then I will be sharing a full video about this program. But just so that you are a little bit familiar with it, if you purchase this from their website or from Rainbow Resource, you will get the Before 5 in a Row Teacher's Manual. And this has 19 books that you would read. You would read one book per week, and you would read all 5 days in a row. They give activities that you can focus on each day. And then when you get to the end of rowing that book, then what you would do is cut out your story disc from here. So we did caps for sale right here. And then in the book, it tells you where on the storybook map that you would place it. So this is a very thick and sturdy laminated storybook map that is absolutely beautiful. And these are laminated and thick cardstock as well. So these two things kind of go together. Now, you don't have to purchase these with your book, but they are a great add-on and they're extremely affordable. So I will go ahead and link the 5 in a Row website down below in the description box if you're interested in looking more into this program. And like I said, the 5 in a Row company sent me these. So I'm really, really excited to be using that this year. And if we get through all of these books in my son's pre-K year, then we will just keep going on through the next program, which is More Before 5 in a Row, and I have that one too. So aside from All About Reading, pre-reading level, and 5 in a Row, I also just have a couple of extra little things like this alphabet deck. This has capital letters and lowercase, and it has pictures for each letter so they can find the matches once you've learned upper and lowercase. I also have some alphabet books like the Dr. Seuss ABC book and this 44 Animals of the Bible. So each time we do a new letter, I've been reading these books. I also have The Biggest Story ABC. And then I've also been working on some rhyming. So I have a few rhyming books, Sheep in a Jeep and Sheep Go to Sleep. These are really cute. I also have a few different Dr. Seuss books and some other rhyming books from Usborne that I've been using. So if you're interested in all of those books, I will be sharing some Morning Basket preschool videos and things like that this upcoming year. So stay tuned for those. Okay, I'm going to move a few things here off to the side so that we can talk a little bit about my daughter, who is currently in 5th grade, and she will be going into 6th grade here in the fall. So a little bit about this year that we're currently in. We were using 2 different programs that we actually were finishing in January of 2025. So in February of 2025, we switched to a new language arts curriculum, and not because we were leaving anything that we didn't like, it's just that they ended. One was Christian Light Education Reading 5, which is just a 20-week semester course, and the other is that we were finishing Fix-It Grammar Level 1. And I had decided that I wanted to go ahead and switch to more of an all-in-one language arts program. And so this year we are working on the Purple Book, which is from Learning Language Arts Through Literature, and it's produced by Common Sense Press. Now, I really wanted to go with an all-in-one program just to kind of save some time and all of the logistics of all the different programs we were using. I had kind of been piecing together language arts for so long with writing and grammar and reading and all that kind of stuff that I just wanted to do something a little bit more simple. We are kind of an eclectic homeschool, but we lean a little bit more towards the Charlotte Mason philosophy of education and especially in language arts. And so this fits pretty well. It has short lessons and it covers grammar, vocabulary, spelling, reading, composition, research skills, and higher order thinking skills. So I actually have the teacher's manual here, and then my daughter uses the student activity book. Now this is an older edition of an activity book than my teacher's guide because I got them used. But they match up well enough that that doesn't really bother us. The Learning Language Arts Through Literature program is a 36-week course, and there are 4 book studies. So I'm just going to read my notes here so I don't mess anything up. But they have a book study for 4 different books. There's Farmer Boy, Trumpet of the Swan, Number the Stars, and Caddy Woodlawn. And by the end of our school year this year, which is like the first week of June is when we'll be done with school officially. We are switching to kind of more of a year-round homeschool approach, so we won't really be done really at all. But she will have finished about 16 weeks of this course out of 36. So then we will probably very, very slowly, maybe 2 or 3 days a week during the summertime, keep going with this. So I only expect her to probably finish maybe 3 or 4 weeks of language arts during the summertime, which our summer goes from the second week of June through about mid-August. And then in mid-August is kind of when I start reintroducing more of a normal homeschool schedule for the next school year. Now, right now, we are using Sunlight's History Bible Literature Level E program. So she is also doing readers, and we will be done with that in June as well. Now, because of the readers that she does in Sunlight, we haven't done any of the book studies for this program yet. So my plan is that she'll probably mostly be working on the book studies this summer. Now, the really cool thing about the Common Sense Press website is that they actually have these printable reading plans that you can get for each of the book studies. So that's what these are. These are just printouts, and it gives you a little reading schedule along with which questions to answer that day. And all of the book study questions, they write those down in their student book. They also have these for a few of the other levels, and I will try to link those down below in the description box as well for you. So basically, next year in 6th grade, she will be working on the Purple Book here, which is technically 5th grade skills. She will be working on this through like the end of December, maybe a little bit into January. Just kind of depends on how much we wind up working on over the summer. I do want to do some, but not like 5 days a week or anything like that. Because for us here in Oregon, the summer is our nicest time of the whole year, and we don't want to waste that by sitting at a table all day long working on schoolwork. So my plan for next year, after we finish the Purple Book, is to move on into the next level, which is called the Tan Book for 6th grade skills. So the Tan Book also has 4 book studies that she will work on, which we will get next year. And the nice part is that one of them we've actually already read in a previous Sunlight level. We read it in level D, which was the first year of American history. And then one of the books, so that was Carry On, Mr. Bowditch by Jean Latham. And then the next book is The Bronze Bow by Elizabeth George Spear. And that book is actually one that she will be reading in level G when we get to that in 7th grade. And so with the way that everything kind of schedules out, I might just have her wait to do the book study until we're already reading it in sunlight. The third book for when we get to the tan book is called Big Red by Jim Kelgard. I don't know how you say that last name. That one's not scheduled in sunlight at all at any point. And then the last one is The Horse and His Boy by C.S. Lewis, which I'm really excited about. And that is actually scheduled in Sunlight F, which is, spoiler alert, what we're going to be doing for history in 6th grade next year. So that'll be kind of handy that some of the books align with language arts to history. I do plan, once we get to the tan book, to print out the reading plans just like I did for this year. And those are really handy to just kind of get all of the scheduling done for you. Now, the thing about these book studies is that they are not scheduled in as part of the 36-week plan. So you do have to allow for a little bit of extra time or schedule these alongside of your regular language arts work. Honestly, I don't think it would be very hard to manage that. The only reason that we haven't done them this year that way is because my daughter already has sunlight readers that she's working on for the level E program that we're doing right now. So I didn't really want her doing a sunlight reader and a learning language arts through literature reader at the same time. I thought I would give her a little bit of a break and have her do the purple book readers during the summertime. So with all of that said, these are our curriculum choices for the 2025-2026 school year for language arts. And next week, I will be sharing about our history and science picks for next year as well. So you'll definitely want to stick around for that video. So click the subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, thank you to Davene from Calm in the Chaos Homeschool and Shawna from Homegrown Homeschool for hosting today's collaboration. Go ahead and click the link down below to watch all of the other videos in this playlist. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today at our homeschool table, and we'll see you next time.